Okay, if I'm solving this simple equation, most kids will go, oh, yeah, get rid of the squared by take the square root. So x equals the square root of 14. And that's totally wrong. Why? Why can't you do it that way? I would start by telling you this. If you had x squared equals 25, wouldn't you agree that both 5 and negative 5 would both work? And the reason is because if I go square root, and I just say x equals 5, I just lost a solution. I just forgot about one. What you really should do is when you take the square root of x squared, it's the absolute value of x. Then you can use your absolute value solving skills to write two equations, x equals 5 and x equals negative 5. Some people just say, well, just slap a plus minus on it. Well, that works on the easy problems, but it's much better to understand this idea of when you take the square root. Like for instance, if I have 2x plus 1 and I have that squared is equal to 16, and then I take the square root of both sides to get rid of that squared. Square root. Again, people are going to think it's just 2x plus 1 is equal to plus and minus 4. It's much better to do this the right way. The right way is to say the square root of 16 is 4. And then what you really have here is the absolute value of 2x plus 1. And then you can write two equations. 2x plus 1 equals 4, and 2x plus 1 equals negative 4. And then solve it from there. 2x equals, subtract 1, 3, x equals 3 halves. And over here, subtract 1, and I have 2x equals negative 5. So x would equal negative 5 halves. All right, I have my two answers. What was my point? My point again is that whenever you take the square root on both sides, you need to bring in the absolute values. So on a simple problem like we had in the first place, x squared is equal to 14. You take the square root of both sides, and now you have absolute value of x is equal to the square root of 14. And now I should split it into two answers. X equals negative square root of 14, and x equals regular square root of 14. Doesn't matter which order you have the two in, but you need both answers. Yes, you could write that as x equals plus and minus the square root of 14. Just don't forget that part especially. All right, try to learn it with the absolute values. That's the best way. Have a great day.